Hey everyone, my name is Robin, and welcome to another episode of Life Rewritten by Me. Okay. Before we get into the video or the topics for this video, I just want to say thank you. When I started vlogging days ago, I had no idea if anyone would actually watch or subscribe to my content. So the fact that there are already 12 of you here, that means way more than you can actually imagine to me. Especially because, we're getting back into content. So I just want to take a quick little moment just to say thank you for subscribing, for commenting, for liking my videos, my shorts, as well as encouraging me. Like, it really does make me excited to continue documenting this journey and sharing it with everyone. So, like, thank you. Y'all are helping me not feel as awkward. Anyway, now let's talk about what happened since I returned my laptop back to them people. Okay. That same day, okay, my boyfriend, he gave me a call. I let him know what was going on, and he decided that let's celebrate. He wanted to celebrate by taking me out for breakfast in Williamsburg. We went to this place called Verde on Smith, and while out that entire time, I just kept looking at the time and wondering like what time it was, and mostly because although it was like 10:30 by the time I got there, during that hour, I'm on call number 2, 3, or possibly heading to call number 4 before 11 o'clock. So like I just couldn't believe how much time I really had on my hands. Like I was just like, wow, I really have my time back. You know what I'm saying? Time is mine. Time is ours. So like I was just really just enjoying that day. And just over these past few weeks, I've just been trying to make sure that I use my time in general very intentionally. So like examples of that has been like me going to work out consistently. So like now I actually have time to get up, stretch and or do yoga, and then afterwards I go to the gym. I'm not in there for like 5 minutes neither. Like I'm in there, I'm in there for a while. But it was important for me to get back into working out because a few years ago I got diagnosed with idiopathic membrosis nephropathy, which is an excessive amount of protein within the body, and I did not have time to work out beforehand to help with those levels in my body, as well as the fact that I was being monitored for diabetes and monitored for lupus. I didn't have time to worry about myself because I was so dedicated to work. No, ma. Okay. Outside of that, I've also been like spending a lot more time with Jesus. I've been doing a lot of praying. I've been reading the Bible, and I think my relationship with God is very interesting. I've been intentionally making sure to get back to that, and I love that for me. I've been talking to him out loud, letting him know what my issues are. I mean, granted, I was already doing that beforehand, but now more so, instead of me just talking about my issues, I'm also talking about my hopes and dreams and where I plan to be by next year around this time. You know what I'm saying? Because Jesus know me. You know what I'm saying? He knows how I get down. He knows that, granted, yes, we may be down now, but that ain't gonna last for long. It ain't gonna last for long. And I don't see this as me being down. I see this as a very much needed vacation. Yeah? It just ain't no PTO. All right. But yeah, I've just been making sure just to get back to me, do my devotionals in the morning, and just ultimately just trying to make sure that I'm doing things that bring me joy. Okay? A few of the other things that I've been doing since then, since quitting my job anyway, I went to go see Cats, the Jellicle Ball on Broadway. Absolutely amazing. If you haven't already, go watch that. Like, that was really good. What else? I tried to go see Broadway Bears, but I was running into a timing issue. I was a lot later than what I was hoping to be, so I took my black ass home and stayed in the house to watch. Well, I took my black ass home, and went home to watch Love Island, because that was the episode in which they went to Casa Amor. And if you see that episode, I think I made the right choice. Okay, I'm just saying. My friend, she may not be too happy with me, but she be alright. What else have I done? I went and did 2 bartending events, one of which was last night. And like, it's been a lot of fun to be honest. It's a completely different change of pace than what I'm used to. And it was just nice to be around Black excellence and just see that there was more than one way to build a life, you know? And y'all, I'm just happy. Your girl is just happy, okay? Not because everything is magically figured out, because trust me, it the fuck is not, okay? But because I finally feel like my time belongs to me again. And I get to do whatever the fuck I want. Like, and I don't have to worry about the fact that I have a call in 15 minutes. So it's nice, you know? It's nice. I have some exciting news. Cue the drum roll, please. Imaginary thing. Yeah. Sorry. Sometimes I gotta get the noises out of my head. Anyway, I officially signed my first client to the R.A.C Collective, which is a social media management agency / analytics consulting business. We're building, but all in all, I have my first client, and she signed on for a 3-month commitment. Granted, I would love for her to do a 12-month one with me, but I feel like she's going to get there. She just needs to see what it is that she bought into for the first 3 months, and I'm going to show her, you know? But yeah, I can't wait to get started with that and give you guys updates on what that has been like. So keep a lookout for that. But me landing that client in general was just a surreal moment, because it took me about 2 months to even to land it, because we started the conversation back in May, when I was still working. And I just think it was just so ironic that all the pieces are now starting to fall together the moment I started choosing myself. Yeah? Amen. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, over the last 3 or so weeks, my morning devotionals have been focused on 3 themes, which are joy, peace, and patience, which is ironic because these were the 3 main things that I have been experiencing recently, as well as those were the 3 main things that I was missing just a couple of months ago. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, those words and passages have felt like a message I've needed in this season that I'm entering. And just to put in, yeah, it's freaking me out almost, to be very honest with you. But ultimately, what I'm learning is that choosing myself wasn't just about leaving a job. And granted, in that moment, I don't know what I was thinking. I just knew that this was just not it anymore. And by choosing myself, I started to see it was more about making room for joy. It was about protecting my peace. It was also about having the patience to just trust that I don't have to have the answer today, because while at work, I had to constantly be on. I had to constantly have the answers sitting on ready in the back of my head. And I don't need to do that anymore. The only thing I need to do now is trust God, the process, and the person that I know for a fact I'm going to become at the end of all of this. You know? So I say all of that to say, if you're watching this and you're standing at the edge of a decision that scares the fuck out of you, I hope this encourages you to jump. Your journey probably won't look exactly like mine, and that's okay. It may even be way better than mine. You know what I'm saying? And even if it's not, do not get discouraged. It is time to make that jump. But if you're pulling forward, if you're feeling pulled, towards something that's healthier for you mentally, physically, emotionally, and maybe even financially, don't ignore that feeling. I need you to know everything is going to be okay. Just jump. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. It's a little bit longer than the last episode, but I think that's all right. You know what I'm saying? We did a little bit more today other than just go submit our laptop. But yeah, anyway, I'll see y'all in the next chapter. I'll work on an opening and a closing. Maybe I'll have a better intro later.